DJSuperJam.net.
Pitbull.
DJSuperJam.net.
Pitbull. Let's show 'em how we get down. Chico Pitbull, Mr. 305, but I said Mr. Worldwide. And what I want the whole world to do right now is Pitbull,
DJSuperJam.net. JadySuperJam.net.
Pitbull, let's show 'em how we get down. Pitbull, just that raw dog. Check the resume. Pitbull, just that raw dog. Check the resume. It's that little Chico Pitbull, Mr. 305, but I said Mr. Worldwide, and what I want the whole world to do right now is Pitbull, Pitbull,
DJSuperJam.net.
that little Chico Pitbull, Mr. 305, but I said Mr. Worldwide, and what I want the whole world to do right now is Pitbull,
It's showing IndoX now. Okay, I guess it's not finished yet. All right, great. So thank you everybody for being able to attend our first live voice AMA. We're all extremely happy and excited to be running this. There will be many more to come because our number one aim and focus is making sure that our community's informed, that we're on top of things, and that we're transparent. And so you all can stay up to date, have your questions answered, and be able to understand that we're all here for the same reason, which is to grow this and be a part of a strong community together. Now, first things first, I want to talk about, I already can see that some comments are saying, show your face. That was going to be my first reason to discuss this here. We are not doing any face AMAs at this time. This is why we're doing a voice AMA first. Now, some of you might be wondering why. In order to really understand this, we have to take a step back and learn a bit more about the history of the Pitbull project. So what happened at the very beginning was this Pitbull project was created by an individual. And what happened is they actually created it for the purpose of allowing the community to take it over. In fact, the first founder, quote unquote, of the Pitbull project, what happened was they went on BSC scan. They looked at all the some of the newly created contracts that were there. what they noticed was the Pitbull project's smart contract was renounced fully, by the way, and within the code there, it mentioned left for the community. So the individual that had developed the smart contract created it for the purpose of this being a fully community-run token. And with that being said, as this is a fully community-run project, we're all volunteering here. Nobody on this development team is getting paid right now. We're volunteering our time. We have a big team of leaders that have qualified leadership, competent skills and backgrounds, many of which some of our key members are going to be on this call in this Q&A format as well. And you're going to get to learn a little bit more about our backgrounds, as well as answering some of your key questions. But I hope that really, redefines as well for all of you why we're not doing a face AMA. We're doing a voice call. It's because of this community run aspect that we have here. So I'm fired up. I'm excited. We all are here with the Pitbull project community, as well as the team members as well. I want to just start to explain a little bit more about some of what we'll be going through and some of the key questions as well in this AMA. How that's going to look is it's a Q&A format. We, as the team leads, have chosen some of the most commonly asked questions that we see as a pattern in the community as well. So we'll be answering those first from some of our key members in various departments. And from there will be a live community chance for individuals to ask their questions, even in this chat, and we will be picking questions from there as well. So, one thing I want to mention before moving forward here is, I know that, people have been asking, well, who's the team, who's involved, right? This is our opportunity to be able to share with all of you that we're here and to be able to share with you who we are. We will be also updating our list of key members in the various talents and roles that they have on the website as well. And I'm just trying to look here and make sure that I see that on the screen, there's a new pit structure. Soon there should be a wallpaper there that will show a breakdown actually of the numbers and figures of who is actually involved on this project as well. So it appears that people are saying that it needs to be reloading here on the page. So let's just see here. Perfect. So, okay, perfect. So great. Okay. So moving forward then, so we're going to be having key members from our marketing department that are going to be speaking. We're going to be having individuals from there we go. Perfect, right? So this is a breakdown of our Pitbull token department structure. And what we see here is we have a total of 59 members in various departments, first of which is operations and lead development. You can see all the different departments of talent that we have. I love sharing this because we are all a department of talent. We don't want to look at this as a hierarchy, right? This doesn't follow a corporate structure. That's what makes this a unique project in the sense that any one of you can actually get involved. I mean, this is how our project was formed. We had devoted and passionate community members that felt they had a unique set of skills and talents that they wanted to share in building this project. And we're actually expanding our growth on the admin side and on the development side as well. So if any of you actually see that you have a unique set of, abilities that you want to help be involved, let us know, right? We are all equal. No one is better than one person. So looking at this here, we now have a good idea as to the amount of firepower that we have, right? And this is something that I believe differentiates the Pitbull project, right? Strength in numbers. I mean, if you look at our holder count as well, we are growing at record rates right? And I believe that this is going to be the difference maker for us, is this type of rapid holder growth and the kind of people that are involved in being active investors in this and actually on our teams. So with that being said, I'm going to be moving forward now with getting into some of the questions that we'll be going through as well. And I hope you're all excited, because some of these need to know questions are going to be there. And, I know we all have this burning desire of wanting to learn more, especially if we're invested in a project or a stock or a crypto. We want to be making sure that we do our due diligence, we do our research. And what you're going to find out today is this is a real project. There is a real team behind this. We have real use cases and utilities as well. And we have a vision that goes well beyond the short term. And we have some amazing, amazing information to share with all of you. You can just tell by my voice that I'm pumped and I'm excited. I hope you all are as well. So with that being said, we're going to be moving a bit forward. Like I said, we have individuals from our marketing department that are going to be speaking. We have individuals from our tech department, business development as well, right? We have some key roles in each of these areas that we'll be sharing today. So with that being said, moving forward now, we're going to be taking a look at some of the development team chosen questions. We call them the commonly most asked questions, or an FAQ. And the format is going to be, I will be sharing this question, and the key member on our talent team in that department will be answering it. And then from there, as I mentioned, we will get into some live community ask questions for individuals that made it out on this AMA. So moving forward here, the first question that we're going to be discussing is going to be about future exchanges. So, I know we get a lot of questions asked about what future exchanges we will have and what our plans are on the long term. So I'll be sharing this and answering this myself. One thing that we believe, and this is a big thing that we believe is we want to make sure that our aim and vision and what we're trying to build for our PR and the brand that we want to develop. We want to go for the big exchanges. We're willing to wait a little while until we can look at getting into exchanges like Bitmart and Blacksea. That's part of our roadmap plans. We want to focus on those first. And we actually want to expand to Asian markets as well, because we believe that Asian markets, in terms of exchanges, are hot and trending, no different than Bitmart and Blacksea, right? And so, to remind you all as well, just in case people have just tuned in, we are going to be recording this, and this will be actually shared online for everybody to view. And the details of our team development structure and team leads, with all the various roles and abilities, are going to be shared on the website soon as well. So with that being said, as moving forward as well, I'm going to be asking this question for another key member. He's part of our business development team and communications. In fact, this individual was the founder, so to speak, of our community-led project. So he was there from day one. He's extremely passionate. He's very, very happy to be here. And he has a skill that I believe is very, very powerful, which is understanding the tokenomics of our project in a way that most people don't. And he's going to make sure that all of us are on the same page around tokenomics, and, sharing some news and updates about some of what I know has been on your minds the last few weeks as well. So with that being said, Jackie, are you there?
Yep.
Perfect. So maybe you can introduce yourself a little bit and share a few points, and then I can start.
So basically, I'm the one who basically found the token on BSC scans and created the first Telegram along with Tony.
Perfect. Yep.
Good. And So, who wanted to know about the token? So the tokenomics of the fee distribution to the black hole.
Yes,
Everyone who, So who wanted to know about the burning? So
yes.
burning is done automatically on each trades, since the burn address takes the rewards as well, that 2% rewards. So since it's 55% of the whole token, it takes at least 50% of that rewards that keeps burning. Yep.
So what you're saying is the supply actually continues to decrease over time for. Fantastic. That sounds like good for price impact for me, actually.
So in the long run, it will keep increasing because the black hole keeps increasing. That's why it's called a black hole. So if the dead address keeps getting bigger and bigger, the rewards will keep flowing to the dead address. So essentially it's burning every trade and it will get bigger. So, and the liquidity pool in terms of the 2% sell trades, every sell has 2% sell that goes to the smart contract that accumulates 50 trillion pit. And once it reaches that 50 trillion, it will sell half of it at market and then provide the other half into liquidity, which is sent to a dead address that no one has access. That's why our liquidity pool, I think 99% of our liquidity pool is dead, while the 1% or the other percent is from Tau partnership, which we'll get into that later.
Perfect. So just a reminder for everybody as well. So that 2% distribution as well. So is that actually coming and is that increasing our pit values as well on every single transaction?
So that will create a price floor, since the price is determined by the ratio of the pit and BNB in the LP pool. So LP is basically equal value of pit and BNB. So if you keep adding into that, there's a more supply to grab BNBs and pit. So it's kind of also burning at the same time, since no one owns the LP address as well. Yep. So it will create a high price floor, while in the long run, the price will stabilize. While whales can't, if they dump, the impact won't. You know how there's a price impact? It will minimize that price impact in the long run.
Fantastic. I mean, I personally feel that was a fantastic answer, and I think for everybody listening right now, what that tells me is keep holding, because good things happen when you keep holding, right?
I'm sorry, I can't talk that slow. Usually,
anything else you can share before I want to move to the next question for you?
Yeah, sure. I think it's better if you just tell me a question instead of me trying to spitball.
No, that was the first question. Yeah, absolutely. So, the next question, this is a common question we have, is like, why is the price different on Trust Wallet versus PancakeSwap or Index, right? So
the reason is because the CMC market is using a Index API, which has a different price compared to PancakeSwap, which anyone can determine the price in Index if you put a sell trade or buy trade. While PancakeSwap has automated market making, which how I was talking about the LP that determines the price. So Index is, since I think the CMC uses the highest price, or I don't really know much about the CMC API, how they determine the price. We've asked them on the email about why they're not using the PancakeSwap as in it is the biggest volume, which they should use. They emailed us back saying that they're onto it, so hopefully that gets fixed.
Yeah, absolutely. So okay, good. So I mean, more to be unveiled and more to be determined then with that as well. So good. So the next question, this is I'm happy we're discussing this because I know this is on a lot of investors' minds. So what actually happened to the Whitebit listing? What went on?
So originally, I was not in the initial negotiation. I was just there to sign the contract, which had no information about the 8 decimals. So I assumed they would let us list, knowing that we had 10 decimals. That did not work, obviously. However, Index did fix it for us. So if you want to trade in exchanges, do it in Index for now. However, the Whitebit has a solution that's coming out hopefully really soon that will fix the problem. We can't tell you the solution right now, but all I can say, it's really soon that it will come out. It's pretty genius, kind of.
So they've been in contact with and they've proposed.
Yeah, we've been in contact with them every stage, every day. We've working on this problem since day one when it happened. Yeah,
and good, and a solution's on the way. So that's fantastic. I think that's what everyone wants to hear.
Yes, the solution will be on the way. It's not. Hopefully, it's 100% confirmed. That they told us that they would do it, but hopefully, I can't confirm anything. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no problem. Great. So next question. People seem to complain in our main Telegram group and everything about the graph and how we're getting tracked, and it shows a 900% rise and then fall, and it really appears like a rug pull to some people, right?
So in the beginning, CMC had some issues with our Pancake API, where they couldn't get our data for some reason. The reason why is because they were using an old API which did not have our main volume pair. They had the BDC pair. For some reason, someone added that, and I was pissed off because that was not the one that we wanted to see, and they unlisted us. So we had a lot of hiccups in terms of the CMC graph. And then after we got listed on the Index, they used that price since we were talking about the decimal issue. Index started with the same problem with Whitebit, which someone bought at 100 times. And then we got API fixed from CMC using the Pancake. It straight went downwards because we started using the Pancake price. So that was the reason why we can see a massive jump and then a massive jump down. We've asked CMC to fix it, but I don't think they can change historical data since it's in the database forever.
Right. But I mean, good. So that, I mean, you know what? It's an event that happened. I do feel that it was out of our control, but we can only move forward from here, right? So the next question is, I mean, we hear this a lot as well. Like, when are we on CoinGecko? People seem to care so much about CoinGecko.
From day one, we submitted a CoinGecko already, and then we submitted probably 6 times now. And I've emailed them probably 20, sent them on a Twitter message probably another 10 times. It's not our platform, so we cannot ask them to list us, or we can ask them, but we can't force them. If it's their due diligence to do listing criteria, but they won't tell us what we're failing on for some reason. Maybe this we've asked for issues in terms of what we're doing wrong, but I don't see anything wrong with us.
Yeah. No, that's true.
CoinGecko, I'm guessing hopefully they'll list us really soon since we're having momentum and we're pretty established compared to most tokens that's getting listed right now.
Yeah, but I mean, the good news is, we're still, I mean, we've realized
We're still working on it, and we're 100% still trying to get CoinGecko. However, we are on CMC, which is the main backed by Binance. But CoinGecko is not like the 100% priority compared to, developing the marketing on the project.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, for me personally, like I've seen coins get listed in the first few days, and then some not meeting criterias and getting listed, others meeting it and not. So we don't know what goes on with their evaluation criteria on projects. I don't want to speak in a biased sense, but we've had a lot of wrong done to us that weren't working for us and were out of our control, but yet we've pushed through all of this. And that's something that really, really excites me about Pitbull as a whole, right? Is where we were the underdogs at the beginning, and now everybody's talking about us, right? So the next question, which was a big launch that we did, one of our, I think it was our first partnerships that we actually really showcased, was the Pig and Tau partnerships. So how does the Pig and Tau partnerships, how does that benefit an investor with regards to staking, as well as what is really awesome too, NFTs and farming, right? So what is an NFT in simple terms too, you can explain?
NFT is non-fungible tokens. It is kind of like property or art that you own that's unique to your wallet, and you can trade it anywhere. So if you were on Ethereum, NFTs are kind of like a big thing, as in people buy it. And I think there was like a Jake Paul or Logan Paul video of him opening Pokemon cards, and that went up to like $2 million or something around there. I don't know for sure, but all I know, he went big. So NFTs can have utilities if you want to add utilities to it, that we probably might add utilities. For example, we could probably give it voting rights if we become a governance token. Or integrate it into our system in terms of having premium or features. So,
here's a question for you. Can people actually be farming right now?
Yeah. So that's the most important. So for Pig, there is the farming isn't set up yet. However, Tau, the farming is set up. So when you stake your pit and BNB, you get Tau tokens.
Let's share them sort of what is staking first and make sure that they understand.
Okay, sorry. So staking is it's where you give, or it's in the word stake. That's where. Sorry.
No, I know it's our first voice call. It's okay to have heard that, right? So
it's hard to explain the concept, as in staking is when you give your token to another platform and you leave it there. Like, it's called farming, which you're basically farming tokens, which you leave your stake there and you receive Tau tokens, which can be traded for anything. It's like Pitbull tokens. But the partnership has NFT loot boxes where you can trade the Tau for Pitbull NFTs. Apparently there's like a lottery where you collect all the special NFTs and you get like a prize pool, or
Yeah. No, so that's, and I guess my last question on this as well is can people today actually, we have resources, by the way, and you can learn more about staking and adding to liquidity, as well as our Pig and Tau partnerships
Yep.
too. But can people actually buy some of our NFTs? Like, do we have any on sale now? I mean,
I think Just is posting a lot of links to buy his official Pitbull NFTs, which goes to charity and our community wallet. So hopefully, I think there's some people has bought a lot of NFTs. I think 5 of them were sold out already.
Yeah, fantastic, and it's for a good cause.
It's in a GIF right now, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. But it looks similar to that, where there's a NFT collectible cards.
Yeah, no, fantastic, right? And there's going to be more and more laid out, because I want to share with everybody that one of the things I'm most impressed with is even one of the departments, the graphics design department. Fantastic, that the way that they've created some of these NFTs that are trendy and relevant, and I want to buy some of them. I mean, some of the ones that are being made, I want to put my own money in, right? So it's exciting, and we're going to be seeing more and more of that. So Jackie, I want to thank you for answering those questions, especially on the tokenomics. I know that it's complicated for many people, and our job is to communicate that, but is to also have our investors continue to learn, since we need to be learning all the time. And when you learn more, everybody, about how some of our use cases and utilities work, you're going to be more armed to be able to deal with anybody that talks negative about Pitbull. Because the reality is, if people are uninformed, then they make emotional decisions, and our job is to make sure that we don't do that, because holding is just going to help us continue to grow over time. So thank you, Jackie, for being there to answer these questions. Very happy that you're on this call, and I'm sure we might answer some of the community questions in a bit.
Thank you for having me.
The next individual that I want to bring on board, he's our head developer on the tech side. To give you a bit of a background for him, I mean, he's a go-getter, right? And when he has his mind set on something, he goes and he does it. And I am so impressed with how quickly some of the developments that he's created for us have happened. I'm going to let him take the floor now to introduce himself and to actually share a bit of the story behind, what happened with this one exciting use case that we have, and where we're at on it as well. So Zoc, are you there?
Yeah. Hello, guys. So I'm Zalkanor. I'm the tech guy, for some of the bots you all see, in Telegram and Discord, and also the developer for Pitcharts, which is our first use case for the token. So me and the dev team, we've been developing this for the past week. So besides displaying the chart, our main focus right now is speed and mobility. So these past days we're at the testing phase to ensure the stability of the project. So the past days we made the core of the project 10 times faster, since the time we started developing it. So right now we're past the alpha phase and almost done with the beta. So now we're finishing with the favorite system, a system that makes it easier to see your tokens that you're holding, and so it makes it easier to monitor. And after that, we're ready to release a mobile app for Pitcharts. So it's available in your mobile phones for iOS and Android. So besides the charts, we are adding an ad system So other tokens will get promoted through that, while they help us increase our liquidity, and that makes our token more stable. Plus, we're adding an extra ad banner in the site, so we can earn funds for marketing and donations to shelters, foundations, etc. So these things gives us some one or two use cases. Of course, the first one is the obvious one, is the charts. Then we have the ads for the liquidity, plus we have the funds for donations and marketing. So I think that's for the charts, for the pictures. So yeah, right now we're finishing the beta and testing stuff.
No, and that's fantastic. I do want to ask one question, because I think that, I think the story behind, what led us to want to do the bit charts, it had to do with, an SSB poll that we were running and who we were competing against, right? So, it's just, maybe what came to your mind to say, I'm going to make a chart and I want to have other tokens on it, and we're going to make this utility happen. I mean, what sparked that idea in your mind to want to do this?
Well, yeah, we were seeing some of the people in the Telegram group chat at the SSB chat, and I was seeing the praise for the other coin that has the charts, and I just wanted to for Bitcoin. So I just wanted to make that for, especially for those people. I just wanted that use case to add it and make it better than our main competitor at this point. So, and actually make it a lot better. I think the mobile is necessary, the mobile and app, and being mobile friendly is, everyone uses their phone for that. I mean, most of the people I know. So that's sparked it.
Absolutely. Perfect. Is there anything else you want to share at this moment as with regards to pitch charts and some of the developments there?
Yeah, last thing besides the charts is the tracker app that Pavel made, our one of the dev in our team. So for that, I think next week we'll try to have it on mobile too, with pictures as a separate app, or a bit tracker app, so you can track your bits there too. And I think that's it for me.
Perfect. Thank you very much for the updates and all the great work you're doing with these developments that I think people are really happy to learn more about, and I love that it's going to be implemented and shared to the public very, very soon. And funny thing is, hey, we're competing with WhoCoin now, so you better watch out.
Yep.
You better watch out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much, Zoc, for that. And
thank you.
Perfect. And we'll have Zoc obviously on more calls, just like Jackie and other members too. So I just want to mention one thing before we move forward, right? And just the fact that the possibilities really are endless. When you look at the story behind how our pitch charts started, imagine being in a room of individuals that are discussing ideas and just trying to win a poll, and then all of a sudden somebody says, you know what, we can do a better job than them, and then you run with that idea and you formulate it, and then that thought becomes, you know what, this could be a reality. And this is what I feel is one of the most valuable aspects of the Pitbull project is even though we are showcasing all of these developments, I cannot specifically tell you right now what new development we'll have tomorrow. So that's something that you should all maybe be, it's like watching a commercial to a movie. You don't know what that next part of the movie is going to be, right? And we don't almost know, we have a plan, but we're so open to doing more and expanding our reach and doing more for our community to keep them dedicated to our cause, right? So with that being said, the next person that I want to bring on is, his name is Prash. He's also working very closely with Zoc on the tech end and the coding end. I mean, that's not my skill set. I commend them for how knowledgeable and intelligent they are around this area of running and growing a company, right? So Prash, are you there right now? Prash?
Hello. Yeah. Hey. Sorry, I was on mute.
Perfect. Yeah. So maybe introduce yourself a little bit, share a bit about your background for everybody, and then then I can start asking you some of these next questions.
Sure. Thanks. As Zolk mentioned that we are working on PitChat. I'm working, closely with Zolk as well. I'm most of the time I'm doing the UI part and some of the backend coding as well. It's an interesting, idea that we are coming up with this PitChat. But we do have other things, that we are going to probably come out with, sooner. Is like one of the thing is the lottery system that, I won't be giving like much information around it because let's, give out some surprise to our community once it's out. But definitely it's something that's going to be very interesting for the community once we roll out the lotto system. It's a fun thing and a bit of, fun way to add gambling into it as well. So that is something that we are looking forward as well.
Yeah, no, fantastic. And with regards to the lottery, how is it going to work in terms of, we're talking burn rates and how does that, like, what incentive would someone want to, obviously apart from gambling a little bit and making sure that they can win some pit as well. But what other benefits are there to doing this?
Yes, sure. So, I have been as we have seen a lot of question, in our community, members have this question that can we do some manual burnings? Can we burn some coins?
Yep.
So, first of all, I want to address this question that as Jackie mentioned as well, that the contract has been locked and ownership renounced. Mm-hmm. So we can't make any changes to the contract at all. So we can't do any manual burnings, but there is automatic burnings that are happening, which Jackie has already mentioned, which are 2% of redistribution that happens and 2% goes to black hole. But we came up with this very innovative idea that hey, let's do a lotto, and part of that lotto fund is going to be burned out. So we'll burn that part of that lottery fund. We'll just burn it out right away. So send it over to the dead address. So this is a way of answering the question that the community had, that can we do some sort of manual burning. We can this can probably help with that burn rate, but the more exciting part about lottery is the donation, right? That is the whole essence of PIT community, that we are a charity based token. We want to donation, do some charity to the animal shelters out there. So lottery is going to help us, part of that fund is going towards the donation as well, towards the animal shelters, which members can obviously vote for which one to donate. And while I am on donation, I would like to remind the community that we have started a charity awareness program right now, which is already live. It's going to happen in 6 phases or every 5 days. We are going to do a giveaway. There is a 50 trillion prize pool that we have, and it's, please, everyone take part into it. You have to go on Twitter, like, retweet, share, spread out this information, and users can, like, also vote on, like, which shelter the donation goes to. So this is a very human thing to do that we are doing right now through this charity awareness campaign, which will, like, even it's going to add up more once we bring the lottery system in. It's going to help more of the donation money is going towards the animal shelter after that.
Wow, fantastic. I mean, what I heard is there's a way to get involved with the community and help animal shelters. It helps with our burn rate. You can make some money and have fun with it on the gambling side. I want to just mention to everybody that this is still early in development. We've given you some teasers about it. Now, the details of how that would look, to be announced as well, right? Anything else you want to add, Prash, before we move on? Thank you very much for the very, very good answers, by the way. That was very well explained.
No, I guess that's it from me. Thank you so much.
No, thank you very much as well. So one thing I'm going to mention before moving forward, right? So I know people keep asking about this, like, what's our marketing plan? What's our marketing plan? We're going to be getting into some of those details a little bit later as well. And then we're going to get to the community live questions that we'll choose from too. This next individual that I want to bring on board, this is somebody that has been here from pretty much the very beginning. He is super, super passionate about the Pitbull project, entrepreneurial minded like the rest of us are, but is working on an aspect of this project that I think is really just really cool and I think will gain a lot of traction as well. I mean he's very well spoken to, and some of the partnerships and deals he's looking at making only helps us, right? So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Ninja. Ninja, are you there? Ninja, do you happen to be there?
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button, but I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm live.
Fantastic. Ninja, was actually not feeling well the last weeks, but his devotion to being on this call, I believe he's better now, but we said maybe you don't have to be on this call, rest up, heal, but he's willing to put his body on the line for this project. That excites me, right? So I'm very happy that you could make it. We were very happy that you're here. So feel free to talk a little bit more about some of the initiatives that you're running, sort of business movements alongside Pitbull growing as a cryptocurrency, and then what's exciting about that as well. So
yeah, definitely. Well, let me first off tell you guys that I'm working on merchandise for Pitbull. I know you guys been asking a lot, like, yo, when the merch is coming, but as you already stated, I was sick. I ran into Corona 2 weeks ago, so I'm still recovering from that. But I'm all good. All good. Getting better. So yeah, I expect definitely some updates tomorrow. I already been working in the meanwhile a little bit on merchandise like caps, hoodies, phone cases, shirts, all that type of stuff. So yeah, I'm connecting it to my web shop called GoGettersClothing.com, and it's an urban brand for people to get motivated and be a go-getter, and stay up. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna make some updates from that tomorrow, and I will drop it in the main chat on Telegram, or also we'll show some examples of it, and hopefully by the end of the week, the community can purchase some hoodies, some caps, and all that stuff. So that's great, and 20% of the earnings will go back into the Pitbull community, so we can use that for marketing, for whatever we need. So
fantastic.
Yeah, that's the thing for the merchandise. So yeah, my plan is a little bit to bring more entertainment to the table for Pitbull. I know a lot of guys also in the chat been asking, like, yo, we need Pitbull on on the track, or we need to do a song with Pitbull and this and that. So
you're on Billboard. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I
That's-
definitely got some great ideas for that. Like I said, I'm also in the music industry. I did a real quick chorus. I recorded it real quick at the beginning stage of Pitbull when I started the design from the logo to the website and everything, the whole branding. So yeah, I still got that track, in my computer. It's still there. So I just need some time to find, some rest and get busy on it. My plan is to do one verse on the song and then leave one verse open, or maybe two verses open for other artists. So yeah, I know
Fantastic.
the community wants Pitbull on it. That's definitely for sure what I know. But yeah, at the end of the day, everything's possible, and money talks. Money talks. So yeah, I got the connections. I got Universal on speed dial. I've been to LA. I got invited 3 years ago. I got contact with Republic Records. It's the biggest record label in the United States, and it's under Universal. So I got connections. I also got connection with a super producer called Molly Mall. I got his phone number. He worked with Drake. He worked with Justin Bieber. Migos, all the big names. So yeah, it could really be just like one phone call, but at the end of the day, money talks. So we will need a big budget if we want to bring a artist like Pitbull or you name it, to the track.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
no,
definitely
fair-
everything's possible. Everything's
Absolutely.
possible, and I definitely, I'm willing to use my network for this. I also have an own magazine. I work with models that have like millions of followers on Instagram and stuff. And like I mentioned, the producer Molly Mall, he's gonna be in my magazine because the model is gonna be on the cover. Did a photo shoot in his mansion, so yeah, I got a short line with that. And
Mhm.
yeah, like I said, I want to bring my network to the table, but I think we still need to grow a little bit. I want to see a little bit more professionalism in the designs. Like at the end of the day, it's all entertainment what we're doing, right? Because it's a meme coin, and investors want to see. They want to see big things. They want to see great design. They want to get, they want to get that entertainment feeling, right? When you step onto the website, you see the design. Everything got to be like look like $1 million, because that's what we represent, right? I see, Pitbull the rapper, Wen Lambo. So yeah, for me, I definitely want to work on that, and definitely want to make sure that Pitbull gets to that next level. When you're looking at like design, FOMO, creating hype, entertainment. So yeah, we got steps to make, but I definitely have faith in the whole community and everybody that is that's putting in work in Pitbull, that we can make this happen. This, by my opinion, this can be real big, real big. If we all put our heads together and really be a little bit critic on things, especially on the outside side of the look, then I know for sure we can break the internet. You guys already
Yep.
see that Safe Moon is already breaking the internet. And if you look at that design and everything, the whole rebranding, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Fantastic. Honestly, I mean, you've fired me up and pumped me up as well, just by listening to you speak here, and with the exciting rollouts that we're doing on the entertainment side, design side, the ability for people to purchase and brand out with Pitbull, the Pitbull logo. So I want to thank you very much for being on the call and being able to make it as well, since you weren't able to. Thank you very much, Ninja, for being there. So anything else you want to add before I move on?
No, I think we got everything covered. I got something else I do want to mention, but I will leave for the next AMA. It's going to be something great also for Pitbull, but I'm gonna leave it for the next time. So
we want to we don't want to give, we're going to give a lot away, but we don't want to give everything away, right? I mean, if there's things that maybe we need to wait for next time, we'll make sure we share that with them if maybe the idea is a bit premature or whatnot too. So thank you again.
Yeah, definitely next time. And for those that were asking about, show your face and everything, for me it's no problem. Next time I'm gonna go in the AMA with the camera, show my face. If everybody wanted to see your face, then for me it's no problem. So next time I got you guys.
There you go. You all have your answer. Someone is still open to share their face, and they are a volunteer that came on to this project too. So that speaks volumes. So thanks again, Ninja. Thanks again. So we're gonna be moving forward now. So
Anytime.
Thank you. Perfect. So the last section I would say we're going to be going through, which I believe was maybe intentionally left to the end too, is the idea of marketing and what we're doing for our marketing plan, short-term plan, long-term plans. There's a few questions that are there that we feel are common questions around marketing. I just want you all to know that we do have a very clear structured marketing plan, both in short, mid, and long term. But I'm going to be showing some facts and figures around this. So the individual YS, who's head of our marketing department at the moment, he's actually written out responses to these next questions. I'm going to be sharing these answers in his place, just due to language barrier and this individual maybe doesn't speak English the best he wants to, so I'm going to be speaking for him. But that goes to show just the global reach that we have, and how all these different kinds of people with different walks of life and backgrounds and languages spoken and personalities, we've all come together to create this wonderful ecosystem that I believe is thriving and will continue to thrive. So the first question that people really ask is, when are we going to get influencers, right? And what are our short and long-term marketing plans? And what charities are we donating to? But before I get into some of that, right, I just want to mention, and this is going off of YS's answers. So this is now his section of the presentation. So we're actually focused first and foremost on organic growth. And we want to do that by building real, tangible partnerships with different support channels to share our content way beyond our own reach. I want to share with all of you that we turn down partnership opportunities if they don't look like the types of individuals or entities that are in line with the morals and values of how we want to run things. And at the very least, we want to see that they care about our community and that they actually see the potential in what we're doing. They're not just there to fill their own pockets and take your donation money from you to give to them, because they're not going to go 110% for us. And we want partnerships that will do that. So I want to make that very clear, right? And if we focus on this, partnerships with various support channels to share our reach and content further, we're able to hit different markets with our content without changing our brand. And this is what helps ensure exponential growth. Now, let's talk about growth. See, many of us are so focused on market cap and price. Well, our mentality is a little bit different. One thing I'll mention is, we've decided as a team that price spot will move out of the main Telegram group channel. We're going to have it in a separate price discussion channel. There's just some server creations we have to do to make that happen. But I don't believe people need to be sitting there looking at the price of something every second. It's not good. It spiritually drains you. We want to be focusing on our mission and where we're heading. And that's what, and these stats and figures, I believe, are going to really, really show that. You see, in our 28-day summary that we have here, you can just see, right, in the number of tweets over a month period, over almost 500% increase in the amount of tweets that we get to our Twitter page. Tweet impressions have gone up 8,100%, right? Profile visits, nearly 3,000%. Mentions, almost over 1,600%. Our followers have nearly doubled, right? I mean, we've gone from 20,000 holders to I think over 6. I can barely even keep up right now, right? Which also begs the question, how is it that we're gaining so many more followers, but at the same time, maybe our price isn't matching with it? Well, first of all, we've grown quite a bit in these last number of weeks, but we're focused on organic and steady growth, and we want that to happen in a consistent fashion. But what should that tell all of you? If you look at our wallet distributions, if you understand this, more and more money is being channeled away from those so-called whales and into the hands of everyday people like you and me, right? And it's a fair distribution of wallet holders, so to speak. And that, what that tells me? That tells me that we have the opportunity to help people from different countries where maybe the living situations are not the same as where you live now, and we can make a real difference globally in people's lives, and so that the rich aren't just getting rich, the people that actually work hard just like they do, but maybe don't have as much financial security, we have the opportunity to build that for them too. That's something that excites me. But when you look at this chart, I mean, you see that we were ranked number 2 on StockTwits as well, if 2 weeks running, actually, by the way. And we have on the bottom right there, we see, look at all this data that we're tracking. So one thing I want you all to understand, when people ask us about marketing plans and strategies, I mean, we're doing all the data analytics. I mean, part of this is trial and error and testing out what works. A part of this is gathering data and coming up to a good conclusion about where our resources should be spent. And this is what top companies do everywhere, right? And we have the talent on board to design all of this and to give us the information that we need to know what our next marketing moves are, right? So with that being said, right, in terms of our community, right, Telegram is our biggest community right now, of course. We would love to actually move more to Discord. I know that we're not going to be able to do that in 100%, one-for-one moving over fashion, but we want to make sure you all understand that Discord's also a good area to check out. You should, it's easier to organize our information to share with all of you. And if we want to stay transparent with everybody, make our jobs and our lives a little bit easier too on the platform that we can use to share it. The other big thing I want everybody to do, please do not forget, our Twitter is blowing up and we're gaining a lot of followers, but this is where you will get updates much faster than the Telegram chat or even Discord, and you'll be able to find out what we're doing on a day-to-day basis or even on an hour-to-hour basis, right? So make sure to follow our Twitter page, right? It is key for our growth, right? Now, in terms of other areas that we're looking at, I mean, influencers, you name it, we're working on influencers as well, and we have an influencer, by the way, that we've already signed on with. We're not going to mention the name right now, but we have them there, and we're already in contact with some. We're just waiting to pull the trigger on some very big influential individuals too. But remember, they need to be in line with our core values, and we really are looking for partnerships, right? So where does our marketing value really emerge from? First, it's our branding. Pitbull community as well is our next marketing value. I mean, we are a very strong community. When we want to win something, we go out there and we win it in terms of polls and having fun community events as well. But in terms of the community, right, everything that we share, every member shares it like crazy. And we see that the metrics in terms of the data we're gathering is well above the global average as well. We're fully audited currency as well. Which I'm not going to get into more details on that. I've talked about our distribution of holders and how we have over 59 talented individuals on our team, development team, working on this, all volunteers as well, right? But it's our engagement that is extremely exciting for us. And it's the buy pressure that comes from our marketing strategies. That's what's making the difference here. I mean, we can go and pay for one influencer, for a shout out, right? But we're looking at, okay, like what's 6 months and 1 year from now, right? What's that going to look like? And we're still going to do that. But I just wanted you all to really understand more about sort of our vision on marketing, which we have a roadmap updated and we will be sharing more of that. So anyways, with that being said, that concludes the most commonly asked questions. We'll maybe spend 10-15 minutes maximum. 15 minutes or so will be good. I know we started a little bit later on asking your questions that you would like the individuals on the call to answer for you, and then we'll conclude from there. But remember, we're gonna have many more of these as well. So if you missed your chance to ask a question, tune in for the next one too, right? So good. So we'll look at some of the questions now. Good. So waiting on some more questions here. So, I mean, if there isn't going to be any more questions, and I mean, I might just have to go with the first one that I see for now. Let's see. Let's see here. Do we want the community to ask questions, or have we just answered everybody's questions at this point? I don't see any new questions here coming up.
I think we should just answer the Discord questions.
Yeah, we could do that. Absolutely.
Anyone want to ask questions right now? I think we're able to. What's the?
Oh, yeah. So maybe when we do that, there's one now here. It says so. Someone said, what is the plan to keep Pitbull growing after the hype is over? Does anybody want to tackle that question?
I think we answered that with the marketing, as in we're looking for long-term marketers instead of short-term influencers.
Absolutely. I agree with that. That is.
DJSuperJam.net.
Pitbull.
DJSuperJam.net.
Pitbull. Let's show 'em how we get down. She go Pitbull, Mr. 305, but I said Mr. Worldwide. And what I want the whole world to do right now is Pitbull, Pitbull,
DJSuperJam.net.
Yeah, guys. Have you guys looked at the chart? We are at 72 right now.
Oh, damn, nice.
Let's go back
It just got formed apart. It got formed apart.
Someone typed in 100 BNB.
I think.
Yeah, 100 BNB. Yeah.
Can we get back on there and finish this off the right way? Let's perfect. Good. Yeah. So we just took a little bit of a break there. So I just want to make sure someone just in the chat mentioned they can hear me, since we took a bit of a break to and to come back here as well. So perfect. Okay. So the question is, can we have a regular scheduled AMA on a weekly basis, for example, to provide updates on how things are going? I love that you asked that question. So our goal is bi-weekly, we're thinking of doing AMAs for the community in this type of question and answer format. We also want to do a sort of community bond generating activity where we might have even just text style, smaller ones in between Q&As in the group chat like Telegram, just to help everybody feel involved and included, and it's more personal and casual as well, and we can have fun together. So we have an individual actually named Nathan who we think would be very good for that role, to be part of more frequently as well. In the chat, you might know him. He's a good hype man, and he's been there since day one, in a key part of our project as well. So in terms of outreach as well. So, but the other big thing around this AMAs is we're talking partnerships. We're talking about building long-term and sustainable marketing style partnerships. And, we already have a third-party AMA that we're already discussing, and we want to make sure that we're doing third-party AMAs and giving ourselves exposure with different groups in different channels and in other crypto projects as well. So yeah, to answer your question, think bi-weekly and maybe every week in between. We might, if we have the time and it makes sense cost-wise and for our time investment, we're going to make sure to have third-party AMAs as well. So very, very good question that you asked. So maybe we can look for a couple more, maybe 2 more questions, and then actually, I don't even, if everyone wants to stay on this, they can, but let's try to find a few more questions, I think, and we'll be good. Anyone else have another question they found from the chat here?
I think someone was talking about regards to market cap being really big compared to the Telegram bot. For that reason,
on the BSC scan, how it shows something different.
It shows differently because the number of token, it's using the total max token supply instead of circulating token supply that we had manually, or not manually, but we calculate that from minusing the total supply with the dead address supply, and then we times that by the price of PIT, which that gets the market cap, which is in our Telegram bot.
Got it. Yeah. So basically, they don't need to really worry about looking at how that looks on BSC scan then.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, someone else asked this now. I mean, we come to an agreement that we're actually. They said, what markets will the influencers be from that you talked about? I mean, I know we're kind of right at the finalization of some of those deals. It might not be appropriate to discuss it now. What do you guys think, or should we share that with them yet?
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
So what markets will the influencers be from who you talked with?
If you want to answer it, you can. I don't have any problem with them.
Yeah. No. So again, like I mentioned, this is for Silophus's question, right? So we have, of course, we don't have unlimited marketing spend. Of course, we've grown this through donation campaigns and community members helping. So we've been selective on how we go about finding influencers. But these next few, what I will say is we've done the metrics on them. We've looked at the kind of reach that these influencers have with their audience. We don't want to have influencers that buy fake followers as well, but the demographic of this is 70% Spanish and 30% international, to answer your question. And there has already been, I've just been notified right now, so that's exciting. There's been long-term partnerships that have been paid through PIT, so we're paying them in PIT for these influencers that have 70% Spanish reach and 30% international demographic and geography reach as well. But we've done the metrics, and we're very, very selective on who we want to move forward with, because what we care about the most is, will our marketing spend lead to the most price impact? That's our number one focus, as well as the people that we want on board. So good.
I also wanted to clarify, as in, we don't have a dev wallet, therefore we're paying with our own PIT. So it is crucial for us, if you want this project to succeed, is to donate your funds or your profits. If you want this project to survive in terms of marketing and having enough funds to do extra stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be rolling out for even future exchanges, big donation campaigns, right? So that's what we're hoping for.
And for the Mr. Freckless, the black hoodie and then the white hoodie, I think Just is doing them. So hopefully I'm pretty sure we can do different colors and different designs for Pitbull hoodies.
So I will update tomorrow, and if you guys want to have white hoodies, you guys can have white hoodies. If you want to have white snapbacks or red snapbacks, we can do that. It's no issue. So
no fantastic. I think someone said, asked the question, where donations will be distributed, any animal shelter list. Does anyone want to answer that? I mean, I think we have the community charity event.
We had a community charity event for that, and the person that was responsible for it is not online right now, but he's contacting all the shelters if they accept crypto.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. He couldn't get on the call, right? But yeah, that's.
I would like to add to this answer that the event that we have right now, charity awareness program, go check it out on Twitter. We have mentioned for the first phase the charity that the donation is going to be, and like for the upcoming phases, the community can actually vote on it and decide like which shelter the donation goes to.
Yeah, it's very good that you mentioned that, because to add to that as well, we don't have a list per se right now, but the first one is going to be a Kanda shelter where we donate money and adopt a dog by paying for their costs. That's one of the examples. And then later on in the other phases, there will be votes and on where we want to move some of the donation spend as well. So good. So
I think there was another question by Perez _CK. Where are we guys from? We're from the worldwide. It's Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide. So everyone is like situated in every different countries, and everyone's a volunteer. And if you want to join in, you can join in.
Yep. So should we maybe look at maybe one more question and then call it? I think we've gone on quite a long time here, but there'll be more that we'll have in terms of AMAs soon. So maybe we just
another thing, like another question that I've seen, like a bit of like before. But the charts will announce day, I think, later on, maybe with a countdown, so you guys can like catch on like the exact time it's going to be released. I think it will be this week, if I'm correct, right? I think.
Yeah, hoping to have it rolled out this week, right? I mean, I we know what happened with the Whitebit situation. We have to be very careful, right? But like, but let's, and of course, we'll make sure we let our community know if there's any delays, because we want to make sure we get it right. We don't want to have any bugs, and you're testing, right? We want to make sure we don't rush you too.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I guess the last question maybe we'll just say is like, when's the next AMA, and then maybe we'll end off there. So we have people from all time zones working on this project. So, we have to discuss amongst ourselves on what works, and depending on the theme of that AMA, we will have different key team members that maybe are involved in that aspect of our project or bring a certain attribute to that discussion that will be involved. So I can't predict exactly when the next AMA will be in terms of time, but expect 2 weeks from now, is what I'll say. So with that being said, what do you all think? Is a good time for me to wrap up now? I think, unless...
Yeah, I think it's good now.
Yeah. So, I just want to just end off and just thank every single one of you for being on this call. You mean everything to us. Without you, we wouldn't be here. And I just want to say that I hope that this call, for the people that were on it, has given some reassurance about why they're invested in Pit and the kinds of relationships that we're building and the community that we love and how we want to grow it, and how we are here to stay and we're here to win it, but we need you to be there for us too, because we want to make sure that we're a team and we're unified and we're strong and we're growing and we're flourishing and we're making it together. But the way that that's going to work is, please, when we're dealing with FUD in the chat, when we're dealing with people that don't know how to answer questions, lend a helping hand, right? This community is meant to be one where we feel like we belong and we're supported and we can ask questions in an open environment. And there's only so many admins and mods out there, right? So I just urge you all, do your part and help the person next to you, right? Because you could be changing their life if you help them on how to buy, or if you keep them calm without panic selling, right? Which happens in any crypto, but I have faith in our community, and we're all evolving together. And I just want to thank everybody for being on this call. We really look forward to seeing not only all of you, but more of you next time. And we'll go from there. Thank you.
DJSuperJam.net.
Pitbull, Pitbull, Pitbull. Somehow we get down. Pitbull, just that raw dog. Check the resume. Pitbull, just that raw dog. Check the resume.
DJ Super Jam.
It's that little Chico Pitbull, Mr. 305, but I said Mr. Worldwide. And what I want the whole world to do right now is Pitbull, open it, open it. Pitbull, open it, open it. Pitbull, open it, open it. Pitbull, open it, open it.
DJSuperJam.net.